Morning, my friends. Good morning. Welcome to Kevin at 7 and welcome to this special episode of Kevin at 7. It is Momentum Monday. And let's talk about why to do the hard stuff first. Why to do the hard stuff first? What's the power of that? Because our nature is, or most of our conditioning and programming is, we want to do the easy stuff first and save the hard stuff till later. And I think it was Brian Tracy years ago that wrote a book called Eat That Frog First or something like that, Eat That Frog. And the basic premise was that whatever is the most undesirable thing, the thing you're most likely to procrastinate on or avoid, do it first. And there's some power to that. I want to talk about why the hard stuff is the stuff you want to do first, especially as it relates to momentum. Getting momentum in your life, getting momentum in your day, getting momentum in your week. Why do you do the hard stuff first? So good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this morning. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining me. Let's see who we got. Simon from Winter Park, California. Dino from San Francisco. As you come on, post where you are in the world today. Melanie from Pennsylvania. Bonnie from Florida. Tanika from Maryland. James from Childress, Texas. And Kimberly from Columbus, Ohio. Good morning, Sam from Midland, Texas on Facebook. Hey, Gabriel from Bethesda. Good to see you guys this morning. And a lot of you guys on Facebook that I missed this morning. Stan from San Jose del Cabo. Good morning, everybody. Ravi, good morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Glad to have you on. Hey, Harpreet. Good morning, my friend. Let's talk about the hard stuff. Well, here's the reason the hard stuff matters. The reason you got to do the hard stuff first. Number one, because you want bigger accomplishments, right? Do you want to achieve more in the future or less in the future? Do you want bigger goals? You have bigger goals. You want to make more money? Then you got to, if you want to get bigger paychecks, you got to do bigger stuff. You want bigger results, you have to add bigger value. And my friends, the bigger stuff gets, the harder it becomes. So if you want to achieve goals that are above your weight class, you got to start swinging above your weight class. So how do I create momentum for this week? Well, get up out of bed, make your bed, eat something healthy, exercise, get you off to a good start. But you can go through the day and create momentum doing small stuff. The problem is it's a very weak momentum. So let me give you an example. This is a basketball. Now I put this basketball on the floor. I set it on my desk and it doesn't move, right? But if I give it a little tap, I put it on the floor and I give it a little tap, it starts rolling. Now a basketball, once it is rolling across the floor, it will tend to keep rolling for a long ways. The harder you push it, the harder it's going to roll. This basketball then has momentum. Everybody understand? Basketball has momentum when it's rolling across the floor. It has momentum. Okay, you throw out a grain of rice in the path of this basketball. If it's going fast enough, it will roll over the grain of rice. Now, it doesn't have to be going very fast and have very much momentum to go over a grain of rice. But if you put something larger in the path of the basketball, like a shoe, if you put a shoe in the path of a basketball rolling across the floor, is the shoe going to stop the basketball? Well, it depends on how much momentum the basketball has. If it's rolling fast enough, it's just going to bounce right over the shoe. Does that make sense? What about a brick? What about a concrete block? What's it going to do to the basketball's momentum when it hits it? What if a basketball hits a brick wall? Is the basketball's momentum enough? Is it enough to break through a brick wall? Yes or no? If you roll a basketball hard enough and fast enough and it rolls into the brick wall, does it have enough momentum to break through a brick wall? Yes or no? Come on now. Want to hear what you guys think? Good morning, guys, by the way. Somebody says yes. That's pretty amazing. I would love to see it. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Okay. Kimberly says no, but most of you are saying yes. Some of you are saying it's a good question. It will stop the ball. I think it'll stop the ball. And it'll stop the ball for a couple reasons. One, because a basketball is soft. It will compress. And so when it compresses, it's a shock absorber. So it absorbs shock on the brick wall. I don't think you could throw a basketball hard enough that it would break through a brick wall. I don't know. But if I get this rolling, even at, let's say I got it rolling at 50 miles an hour, if I could roll it as hard as I could, I got it going 50 miles an hour and it hit the brick wall, what would it do? And the answer is it would bounce back. It would not break through the brick wall. All right. What if I got a Ford F-350 and I got it rolling fast enough in neutral, just rolling, and it had the momentum, and I took it a 1-ton pickup and I ran it into a brick wall at 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. This is at 50 miles an hour. Let's cut it in half. And let's say you take a Dodge Ram pickup or a Ford pickup and you run it into a brick wall at half the speed. Will it break through a brick wall? And the answer is absolutely. What's the difference? Because it's heavier. You want to have more power in your life. You want to move bigger mountains in your life. You want to accomplish bigger goals in your life. You got to have more momentum, but more than that, you need to have more weight behind you, behind your momentum. So when you do the hard stuff, you're making yourself stronger. You're giving yourself more strength doing the hard stuff than doing the easy stuff. See, building strength, building personal strength of character, personal strength of will, personal courage gives you more strength. And it's like having the momentum of a truck rather than having the momentum of a basketball. Does that if it makes sense, can I see some like that makes sense or some yes or something? This is Monday morning. I want to make sure you guys are with me on this. The reason you do the hard stuff is because it makes you stronger. And as you get stronger, that hard stuff that was hard before actually starts becoming easy as you continue to do hard stuff, and it's progressive. I mean, what's the difference between buying a rental property? Let's say you buy a $60,000 rental property in Michigan, $60,000 rental property. What's the difference between buying that and buying a 300 unit Class A apartment complex for $30 million? What's the difference? Just the size. More complicated? Yeah, a little bit more complicated, I would say. Take more time, maybe a little more time, but the payoff is dramatically different. So as you get stronger, as you get more personal strength, whether it's not strength of experience, strength of knowledge, expertise, courage, resources, you become more powerful and you can accomplish more things. And that, my friends, is a huge difference. Okay? 29,960,000. Yes, Thomas Kramer. So I was reading the other day about a kid that was in his early 30s that just pulled off a multi-billion-dollar deal. Not in the US, another country, but just pulled off a multi-billion, and if I remember correctly, it was a $30 billion deal. I'm talking one of the big, like we're talking epic business deal. He's 33 years old. Biggest deal I've ever pulled off was 2.1 million. Biggest deal I ever pulled off, 2.1 million. That was a house. And here's a kid in his 30s, way younger than me, pulling off a $30 billion deal. What's the difference? He did harder stuff that if just size makes it harder, he did harder stuff. So his life has more momentum. His mindset has more momentum. He's harder to stop because he's done bigger things. But most of us have spent our life around small things, small thinking, small actions, working an hour, honest day's pay, honest day's work for an honest day's pay. And so he did a $30 billion deal, made in himself, made over $1 billion in the transaction. Was that not an honest day's work for an honest day's pay? What's wrong with that? What's the difference? Decisions. What's the difference? Decisions to do bigger things, to play bigger. Now, you got to do a lot more than just say, I'm going to do bigger things. You got to get around the right people. You got to get the right mentoring and all of that kind of stuff. But are you guys with me? Is this making sense of why you do the hard stuff? Is I want you to do stuff that stretches your abilities, that stretches your comfort zone, that makes you go like, if you want to achieve bigger goals, if you want to have more in your life, can I get some thumbs up on this? If you want to have more in your life, you have to do bigger things, which means you're going to have to do harder things. Everybody's looking for the easy way to do it. How about this? How about look for the hard way to accomplish more? How about look for the best way to accomplish more, which is not necessarily the easiest path? Creating generational wealth, changing the world, impacting 1 billion lives does not come by doing easy stuff, my friends. We're trying to find the easy path, easy money. And it's so crazy. I was looking at this. I just saw this. I didn't even think about this, so just now it just came. But I found this newspaper clipping. I don't even think you could do this. And this came from this is from a LA Times. This is the LA Times classified ad on job opportunities, September 13th, 1981. This is not that long ago. I mean, kind of long ago, 40 years ago. And 38 years ago, I guess. And so it's got stuff like easy money. Easy money. Can you guys see that? Easy money. Yeah, baby. Easy money. It says, we'll train lots of fun working 25 hours a week in our new offices, earning a realistic $450 salary / commission per week. I don't know, maybe back in 1981. It's got like here, money you can't live without it. Easy. Stop selling expendable office supplies over the phone. It's kind of crazy. And then it's got all these promises about easy money in here. There's only one that actually says easy money. But I'm like, we're looking for the easy path. This is fascinating reading. It's crazy. I found this and I'm just like, I got to keep. Oh, and I also kept it because look at this. Pros only for those of you that are yes masters right there. Can you see that? Pros only. I love it. Thought that was cool in 1981. Somebody was already using my slogan before I even created it. All right. Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. Play bigger, my friends. Play bigger. Do harder things. Christina Logan, hashtag do harder things. And this is not like looking for hard stuff just for the sake of it being hard. So let's just get right down to this. You're real estate agents. If you're a real estate agent, say hashtag agent. Let's see it. How many of you are agents on this guy? Because I got over 50 people on. There are over 60 people on between both of you. Okay. Hashtag agent. Who's an agent here? Hashtag agent. Today is July the 1st. Welcome to July 1st. Welcome to the second half. I just thought of that. Of 2019. Oh my goodness. Well, opportunity missed right there. I missed that opportunity. Halfway through the second half of the year, you're gonna upgrade the second half of the year? Upgrade or you're gonna downgrade? You're gonna just kind of coast on through the end of the second half? Or are you gonna do stuff that's bigger? All right, good. Most of you are real estate agents. All right, so here we go. Today's expired day. June 30th, tons of properties expired and canceled at midnight last night. And there'll be some of you out there making a ton of money on that. And some of you won't do anything. Why? Because expireds are hard. Guys, with an average sales price of less than $150,000 in 10 years of selling real estate in Texas, mostly in 7 years of selling real estate, I made millions of dollars off of expireds, millions of expired listings. I was willing to do hard stuff. And the more you do it, the easier it gets because you get stronger. There's so much fortune. One of my coaching members, Alejandro Perez Munoz in Palm Springs, as of 2 weeks ago, had taken over 65 listings year to date, and 43 of them or more were expireds. That's hard. And he's taking like 8 a month. I guarantee you, I know what he's doing right now. He's calling expireds. He's doing the hard stuff, and he's making more money than most of you. He's making more money in a month than many of you will make in a year because he's willing to do the harder stuff. And he's done it so long and for so often, it's not hard for him anymore. It's a challenge. He loves doing it. Do the hard stuff. Do the hard stuff. All right. So it is 7:20 p.m. or 7:19 a.m. Here in California. So wherever you are, go. If it's only, let's see, it's 10:19 on the East Coast. You're in the East Coast. Go after those expireds. You can be out there within an hour. You got the book of yes, expired scripts, and just do it. Grab somebody, do a 10-minute role play with the expired script, and then start calling them. But what if I run into objections? Oh, you're going to run into objections. But what if they hang up? That's going to happen too. But what if all that's going to happen? But see, the only way you're going to learn how to handle it is to do the hard stuff of actually doing it. You're not going to make it easy. If you're trying to figure out how to make it easy, forget about it. The way you're going to make it easy is by making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of phone calls, and probably thousands of phone calls, or knocking on doors, and master the process. You want to build a strong business, do the hard stuff. Come train. We'll do the hard stuff. Come train with me. We just started the next to last 100-day list master challenge for 2019. And we got one more that will start in September. If you want to do that, come to the Real Estate Vortex training camp, which right now we have early bird tickets on. So go to just go to realestatevortex.com, realestatevortex.com/live 2019. realestatevortex.com/live 2019. Get your tickets, come train with me, and we'll train you how to do hard stuff and win at it. Get stronger, get better, and the hard stuff gets easier and easier and easier, and more money and more money and more money. That's how you do it. So go out there, make it happen. Go to realestatevortex.com/live 2019. Get your early bird tickets, and we'll see you tomorrow for another special episode of Kevin at 7. It's 2 days, by the way, 2 days till my wife and I leave for Europe. We're going to Paris, we're going to Scotland. It's going to be an exciting adventure. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do Kevin at 7 there because the time zones will be kind of freaking different. I don't even know what time it is in Paris right now. I got to figure that out. But we'll see you guys tomorrow for another special episode of Kevin at 7. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the thumbs up. Have an awesome day. Bye.